Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to be talking about some of the top rookies to start off the season, just some of the, players out of this rookie class that have really surprised me by the way they've been playing, and just some of the players that I think could be in the rookie of the year, contention, you know, based on the start of the season so far. So let's get right into it. So, the first player I really want to, give a shout out to, and one rookie that I think is making a huge splash to start off his rookie year. There were some doubts about whether this team should have taken him at this spot because they had a really high draft pick. And there was another player that, all the analysts believed the team should have took, but they went a whole different route, and it's looking like a very, very good decision for them so far. And that team is the Toronto Raptors with the pick of Scottie Barnes. Man, has Scottie Barnes looked like the best player out of this rookie class? He's just been looking unbelievable. I've been loving what I'm seeing from him, making highlights every single game, getting into that paint, slamming on somebody. Man, I love Scottie Barnes. I really love Scottie Barnes. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch him a lot at Florida State, his freshman year at Florida State, but I watched him when he was in high school at Montverde Academy. Was a really great player there. He just played with a different type of energy. Like when he was out on that court, he had no friends. He wanted to take your soul. He wanted to destroy you. But he's a fun guy though. Like I watched some of his interviews, his day in the lives on these YouTube channels, and he's just a really fun guy off the court. But when he's on that court, he means business. And he's just super energetic, super ferocious, really motivated, driven, and you could tell he's really passionate about the game when he's out on the court. He'll scream, he'll yell, he's not afraid to express himself. He's just a really fun player to watch, and man, has he been making a splash to start off the season. So far, he's averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.7 steals, and 0.6 blocks. So he's just been, I expected his defense to be a little bit better. I know he's a great defensive player. I would think that his numbers would be higher than they are right now, but he's a rookie adjusting to the game still. I'm expecting him to get better on the defensive side of the ball, defensive end of the court as the season goes on. So I'm not really worried about, his stats on the defensive end right now. But man, a big question for him coming into the league was, will he be able to score? Because he wasn't that prolific of a shooter. At Florida State, not a great shooter. Really, just his game's really getting into the paint and getting buckets at the rim and shooting middies, post too. He's not a huge 3-point shooter. He averages 0.3 three-pointers per game. 0.3 3-points made a game. So not even one 3-pointer a game. So he doesn't shoot a lot of threes, doesn't make a lot of threes, but he's still averaging a solid 18 points a game. So really starting off the season well. You see him with his highlights, dunking on people, getting to the rim, great plays on both ends of the court, playing very well. And I think that if he can really develop a jump shot, he'll be even better because he's doing this good without a consistent jump shot. Imagine what he's gonna do with a jump shot. And a player that analysts really compared him to, and I'm seeing a lot of similarities, Giannis. Scottie Barnes, he's very similar to Giannis. His build, long, lanky, compact, strong, pretty built, but just really long wingspan, really athletic. And Scottie Barnes is the same kind of player, same kind of build. So I feel like if he can develop his jump shot like we're seeing Giannis developing right now, I think Scottie Barnes could really get to that Giannis level. I think he can. I really hope he does because I'm a big fan of his. And yeah, just a really great player, really great rookie out of this draft class to start off the season. And he's my favorite for Rookie of the Year right now. Another player, another rookie that I really want to highlight for you guys. I talked about him before, so I'm not going to spend too much time on him. It's Evan Mobley. Man. Has Evan Mobley been playing amazing. He's averaging 13 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1.3 blocks a game. What's really impressed me about Evan Mobley so far is just his shooting ability. He's been knocking down shots. I know he's lower than Scottie Barnes, 0.2 3-pointers a game. 0.2 3-pointers made a game. So not making a lot of threes, but we see his midi. We see, he can shoot the ball. He has a nice, jump shot, nice stroke. So he definitely has that in his bag. Definitely has that midi in his bag. And his defense is just out of this world. It's unbelievable. The defensive plays he's been making is just unbelievable. Him and Jared Allen on that Cleveland Cavalier, front court, it's going to be something to be reckoned with for many years to come. So really excited to see how Evan Mobley progresses. Another great rookie. And yeah, looking forward to seeing how he can improve. A player that I think I didn't really know too much about coming into the season because he's from overseas. Didn't really know too much about him. Just know that he's been drawing comparisons to LaMelo Ball, RJ Hampton, guys like that. And surprisingly, they came from the same Australian basketball league, the NBL. That player's Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey, Australian, played in the NBL, like I said, same league as LaMelo Ball and RJ Hampton. And like I said, their games are very similar. He draws comparisons to both of those guys. And he's been playing very well to start off the year. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 0.7 blocks a game. So he's been doing his thing, filling up the stat sheet, looking like a real good young star for this Thunder team. Great playmaker, great ball handler, showing his 3-point, talents a little bit. He can shoot. He's still getting better. Still kind of shaky in that area, but we can see he has the potential. 0.9, almost 1 3-point made a game, so better than Evan Mobley and Scottie Barnes. But yeah, Josh Giddey's just a really great all-around player. Can see him making the same impact to the game as LaMelo, just a great playmaker who can get buckets if you need him to, but number one option is to get his teammates involved. And I definitely see Josh Giddey fitting into that role with this Thunder team. Getting Shea the ball, I think Josh and Shea could really work together and, as they build chemistry, just work seamlessly with one another because, Josh's playmaking can really help open things up for Shea. So really looking forward to seeing how Josh Giddey progresses as a player, how he fits into this Thunder team, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing how he improves his game. Next guy I really want to highlight is Chris Duarte, shooting guard from the Indiana Pacers. Really great college player. Played for Oregon. I think led them to a couple March Madness wins in the last tournament. I forget what round they made it to, but I'm pretty sure that they won some games, and Chris Duarte was a big part of that. He was the star of that team, and he's looking like a really, really, really great player for this Pacers squad. Starting off the season with 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and then .1 blocks. One of the best shooters in the draft class too. He averages 2.7 3-pointers made a game. So that's a really great number. One of the best shooters in the draft class, like I said, if not the best. Amazing shooter, looking very solid for the Pacers. You see him coming off the screens, doing his little hezzy shot. He's just doing his thing. He's doing his thing with his shot, with his jump shot, can do things, getting into the paint, post moves, middies. He can do it all. He's really looking like a great all-around player. I believe he had a kid. He has a kid. I don't know when he had him, but I'm pretty sure it was like last year. So new father, really putting it on, putting it on for the home front, really getting on that grind. Just going crazy, starting off his NBA career with a bang. Really, really excited to see what he can do because he was a sleeper. He got drafted later on in the draft. I think maybe mid first round, late first round, something like that. But it was a steal for the Pacers. And really think that he could do some big things in his NBA career. And I hope he could just keep up this level of production. So the last player that I want to go over with you guys is Franz Wagner, Orlando Magic shooting guard / small forward, playing unbelievable for the Magic. And if you've heard of the last name Wagner, if that last name rings any bell, it should, because his brother Mo Wagner is actually on the Magic with him. So brothers on the same team, looking, Franz is looking really great to start off his career. I don't know if you guys saw, but last night, maybe the dunk of the year. Absolutely postered the defender, 2 defenders actually. It was so nasty. Mo, his brother, was going crazy on the bench. Whole stadium, whole arena was going crazy. Unbelievable dunk. Kind of just was dribbling up to the middle, did a little hezzy, burst past the defender, and just boom, went up on 2 people in the paint and dunked it on him. So really, really impressive play by him, and it was just really awesome to see. Currently averaging 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and .6 blocks a game. So looking solid. Also a pretty good 3-point shooter, one of the best 3-point shooters in the draft. 2.2 3-pointers made a game. So looking very solid, in that area. Just another player that has been showing flashes of being a really great player in this league. Can see him doing some big things in his NBA career. I think he's going to be better than his brother. Much respect to Mo. I like him, cool guy, but Mo's more of like a bench role player. I could see Franz as maybe at least a good starter in the NBA. I hope he can become an all-star, really liking his game. Even though he is from Michigan, went to University of Michigan, I go to Michigan State, so not a fan of the Wolverines, but I liked him last year, thought he was a really good player, and I just think he can, do some big things in this league. So, those were some of the top rookies so far this season. Just some of the rookies that have really stood out to me and surprised me with their level of play so far. So in the comments, let me know which rookies you guys think, have been playing well in your opinion, and just some players, some rookies that you think are going to get a lot better as the season goes along. And go ahead and click on the video on your screen right now. That's my previous video. So go ahead and click on that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.